This video contains the 3 best attack strategies you need to use at Town Hall 13. So let's break these down step by step in order to help you 3-star more with them. To kick things off, we have the Queen Charge Hybrid, an incredibly strong strategy that can work really well on a wide variety of bases. You're mainly starting with the Queen Charge. This is usually done to remove the enemy clan castle troops, alongside trying to get funneling and get some key defenses down like the Town Hall, Scatter, Inferno, or Eagle Artillery. Now, if the Town Hall is right by the clan castle, you should always prioritize that over going in away from it. Getting rid of the Town Hall is pretty big. So you want to funnel your queen with Sneaky Goblins and Baby Dragons, and use a rage spell, especially as you get closer towards the enemy clan castle. This is a really good thing because you want to make sure that you're able to deal with the enemy clan castle troops and be prepared with that said rage spell. This will allow you to use your other rage spells to help deal with the Town Hall damage and any other defensive buildings or CC troops that are still left up. This will allow you to create one particular side of the funnel, which then you want to prioritize the other side of the funnel. Now, as for the opposite side of your funnel, you're typically using the Siege Barrack with the Barbarian King and the Siege Barrack. You could throw in an Apprentice Warden if you want, but otherwise, the main goal is all about funneling. So creating a really nice path from the outside building, so that means the hogs and the miners can work together as they move through the base. Then we move into the hybrid, where you typically want to send in the hogs, the miners, the warden, and the royal champion. You can use a heal spell early on alongside using the Grand Warden ability as you get into the core of the base. Typically, I would recommend holding on to a free spell if possible to use with your hogs and your miners to get a large amount of value. You can use a heal also on that back end, since you might encounter a lot of other splash buildings. But you also have the use of the CC maxed out Hog Riders, and they are going to do a lot of work for you. They are incredibly strong at Town Hall 15, and moving them down to Town Hall 13, they are absolutely going to help your attack get a 3-star very consistently. Even without them, your hogs and miners will get a massive amount of value off of the base, which will allow you to 3-star consistently with this army. Next, we move into the Super Witch Smash. This strategy is incredibly strong, especially since there's no Town Hall poison. You want to start off with the Warden Walk and the Flame Flinger. The whole idea of this is to make sure that you're setting up the funnel. The reason I prefer doing it in this way is not only does it simulate what you're going to be doing at higher tunnel levels, but it also allows you to speed up your Warden Walk. But mainly you want to make sure that you're bringing in other troops like Balloons and Hog Riders to look for Teslas if you can, because that will help to at least mitigate any damage on your Flame Flinger. Otherwise, this is going to do a lot of work for you and get a lot of one side of the funnel down. Now, while your Flame Flinger and your Warden Walk are getting funneling, you can do the same thing on the other side with the Barbarian King and either 2 Witches or 1 Apprentice Warden. This allows you to basically create a really solid funnel and allows you to send in your Super Witches right the way through the middle part of the base. The Apprentice Warden just provides a really nice buff to your Barbarian King, especially in the early moments where it could really matter. And the Apprentice Warden could always switch over to your Super Witches and Big Boys whenever needed. It's time to start your Super Witches. Basically, you want to send them in, use a couple loons to look for Seeking Air Mines to protect your healers, and if the Apprentice Warden moves alongside your Super Witches, then that's really nice. Otherwise, early rage spell and a early Grand Warden ability will help you in terms of moving through the base and getting a lot of the base down. You want to just continuously use your rage spells as you work yourself across. You've got like 4 of them. You're going to basically be using them to really destroy this base. Unlike Super Bowlers, the Super Witches are insanely strong, and add the fact that you might be bringing in the Apprentice Warden with it, and they are basically unkillable. So they are going to absolutely move all the way through the base. The big boys are going to get a lot of value and have a lot of tankage, and you're just going to be able to swiftly move through for a 3-star. Of course, make sure that you have your back-end hogs, and your back-end royal champion, which will help not only clear out remaining defenses, but it will allow you to use any leftover cleanup troops that you have in order to guarantee you to move all the way through the base. And of course, Blizzard Lalo is still one of the best attack strategies for Town Hall 13. As you're sending in your blimp, use a Lava Hound, then the battle blimp to get as deep into the base. Use an invisibility alongside a rage spell, and then start timing your invisibility spells every 4 seconds. The idea is that if the Town Hall is away from a bunch of key defenses, then you can use your Blizzard anywhere to get really nice value, but if it's close to other key defenses like Inferno, Scatter, Eagle, then you mainly want to make sure that you are going in for the Town Hall and those other structures. So try to get the most amount of key defenses down, and if the Town Hall's isolated, just use your heroes for it. Following that would be your hero dive. The whole idea of this is pretty much just using your heroes to go in for any leftover key defenses and possibly even the Town Hall or an enemy hero if you didn't remove one already. So using the Apprentice Warden with your heroes is an incredibly nice way of getting a huge amount of value. I typically would recommend an Ice Golem to provide tankage for both your King, your Queen, and your Apprentice Warden, and use your Wall Breakers to open up more areas of the base or the ability to leave the compartment and go for more structures so your heroes don't go in the wrong direction that you want. Otherwise, you want to make sure that you are actively funneling them if you want them to go in for a compartment like a Town Hall. This is going to help you in terms of clearing that out with just your heroes, and then you could also use your Royal Champion for more defensive structures towards the back end part of the base, which then allows you to start your Lavaloon. Following your hero dive is the Lavaloon portion. I would typically recommend using a Lava Hound, then using 3 to 4 groups of balloons to have 3 to 4 balloons per group. Use the Grand Warden with that group alongside a couple Headhunters, especially if there is an enemy hero like the Archer Queen. You'll be able to remove that with the Grand Warden ability, and you just want to surgically place in your balloons. A haste spell to get to key defenses, and just allow yourself to move around the base. Freeze spells are really good on splash damage defenses, which will really help the Lavaloon. The haste spells are specifically there to make sure that they can move all the way through and get to those splash damage defenses. As you want to remove them, they're really dang important, and clearing them out is going to make it so much easier for you. That way, you can use your cleanup minions as well right behind the Lavaloon portion to get enough percentage and allow you to not time fail with this strategy, because I know that's what most of us struggle with. So hopefully this helps you find your favorite Town Hall 13 3-star strategy. If you are facing mismatches or up against a Town Hall 15, make sure you check out this mismatch guide right here for the best strategies, and I'll be seeing you there.